Hi. I can't get it to record, but then it does it on its own. It's Heather with R-Rated today. This is going to be R-Rated DIY. What in the fuck is with my hair? I have to show you the stuff with the house. What the fuck? Hold on. I guess it's windy today. This is going to be an R-Rated DIY. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing in the house. But I didn't want to make my little light bulb video be like ridiculously long and not about a light bulb. So since I'm doing the DIY, I want to show you, I'm walking in circles in this house. And the reason I don't like anybody right now. I don't like the realtor. I don't like the sellers. I don't like the movers. I don't like anybody right now. I'm pissed. What is the purpose of putting thorough notes on things in boxes with arrows on every side saying up for someone to turn it upside down and have solvents leak all over the floor? Or, something that says living room and it's in the garage. Or fragile. And when you open it, I had degrees. It was handle with care, which meant just don't drop it. Then there was fragile. And then there was extremely fragile. And there was one box that said, I will cut a bitch. So there were boxes that said, do not stack. I can't see them right now because it was the bottom of the fucking pile. And then they took 200 pounds of shit on top of a box that was labeled for contents, my livelihood, all power tools. It said very heavy and just as valuable. And it's at the bottom of a fucking pile, and the box is crushed. That's nothing. That's not. Those things are actually kind of minor in the grand scheme of things. That $50 gift card and bottle of wine for congratulations. We hope you love the house as much as we do. Go fuck yourself. That hill over there, yeah, that's where you can go over that hill and go fuck yourself. Because that was just hey, look over here. Don't look everywhere else. Keep your $50 fucking dollars and your bottle of wine and clean your shit out. Or clean your house. Because it's disgusting. Upon further inspection, the sellers have left so much shit that I literally texted the realtor and said, do you want to offer them another walkthrough to come get their stuff? Because there's that much stuff. And his response was, if they left it, they don't want it. Well, neither do I. And I don't know about where you guys live, but I live in an area where garbage service is not included in your taxes, and you have to pay a separate garbage company. And even though New York tax on a 95-cent paint can disposal fee when you buy it, the garbage company charges you $4 per fucking can to throw paint out. Like, I don't where my 95 cents and $1.95 on bigger cans comes in for New York State when the garbage company charges me per can to get rid of the shit. They have left, so of course they didn't want it. It's trash. Every time I try to go to do something, I have to do 5 things prior to. Oh, hang something on the wall? No. Let's take your shelves off the wall first. Shelves that were hung by someone who obviously didn't know how to hang a shelf. Don't know what a stud is. Stick them in drywall. If it's going to fall out, just stick 4 more screws. Good. This is what I have taken out of just here. So when the realtor comes for his celebratory drink, when he gets back from Florida, I'm going to have a pile of it. And I'm going to ask him if he wants me to give it back to the sellers. Because I have to pull so much shit out of the walls just to hang something. I didn't expect it to be immaculately clean. But there are some things that are... First of all, kudos to my attorney who made the biggest fucking deal in the world about the fact that I didn't get an inspection. I didn't want to do the water test because the sellers had just done a water test in November. They tested for E. coli and a bunch of other shit. Well, one of the things that they left behind is one of those 5-gallon water deposits. Well, gee, thanks. I'll tell you what, I have a water cooler in my shop. I'll take that back and get my $5 deposit towards a new bottle of water. I've been sick for a day and a half. And I think it's because the water's bad. I got a water test yesterday. It doesn't say that there's anything in it. But when you turn the water on, the smell is so fucking bad. I've lived with well water. I know what iron is. I know what sulfur is. I mean, we were constantly changing filters, but I had a water guy who was wicked cool. He saw we had a brand new filtration system and he wasn't going to try to sell us another one. And he was honest. He said, you don't need a new system. He said, take a half a gallon to a gallon of bleach and pour it down your well at night before you go to bed, like 8, 9 o'clock, and don't use the water for the rest of the night. In the morning, when you wake up, run every faucet, every shower, everything in the house for like 20 or 30 minutes until the smell of bleach is gone. And he left us these little, like a little bottle of droplets. And you squirt it into the running water. And if it turns red, there's still bleach. And when it's clear, there's no more bleach in the water. And the smell would go away completely. And it's something the filters won't do. It would go away for like 6 to 9 months. 9 months if we were lucky. So once or twice a year, we started putting a gallon of bleach in the well. And I can tell you how bad the smell would get. Well, the smell of this water, I'm going to try not to cry. The smell of this water is so disgusting. The cold water is bad enough. When you turn the hot water on, it smells like a rotting corpse coming out of the pipes. I don't want to brush my teeth with it. I don't want to make coffee, but I don't want to do my laundry with it. And I made a pot of coffee with it yesterday, and I've been sick since. There's nothing in the water. I did the test. It's just extremely high levels of iron. That did not happen overnight. That is from years, knowing the degree of smell our water got at the last house and how long it took to get there. This is years of not addressing a problem, and they lived here with a fucking baby. I'm just disgusted. The cabinets are falling apart. The shelves are arced. I'm trying to flip them over. All the shelves in the pantry, they must have broke at some point. And this is what they replaced them with. There's one cabinet in the laundry room that was so disgusting that I contact papered the walls and the shelf inside the cabinet after cleaning it. Because I wasn't going to touch anything in it. And now it's to my standard. Every time we turn the water on, the smell is so instantaneous, it hits you. No wonder they had a water cooler. They weren't drinking the fucking water. And they wouldn't tell me that. I finally cleaned the stove off enough last night to be able to cook an egg. The back burner doesn't work. They left me new knobs. Oh, you put new knobs on the stove? Because you fucking knew it was broken? Fucking oven, the clock and the timer don't work. The bathroom. I'll be honest, I gotta tell you something. I didn't shower for 2 days. I had to force myself to take a shower last night. I don't want to shower in this water. I scrubbed this fucking tub with so much bleach and cleaned it. It had not ever been washed. And it looked fine till you sprayed it and you watched like people's epithelials running down the fucking wall. You know how I know? This is a rain shower head. And it doesn't fucking move. It'll go this much, but you can't rinse the shower. I had to go get a pot of water and fill it up 10 times and splash it against the walls to rinse the shower walls down after washing them, which means for the 3 fucking years they lived here, they didn't wash the shower walls. I got it. Oh, turn the kitchen sink on for the first time just to run the water to rinse something. And the sink backed up. It doesn't drain. It's supposed to be 1/5 of a bottle of commercial Drano gel. 1/5 of a bottle. I used half to start with. And then did it and had to do it again. And now it drains slowly. So the trap is probably clogged. And I don't know what's in there. And I don't want to know. But let me show you something. This is what I was trying to wash. I just wanted to rinse this off. I found pots and this kettle behind the stove. I lit a fire the other night. But before I lit a fire, I had to empty that whole bucket. Well, I put some in here for Taylor to do a bath. That's a big garbage can full of ashes. They were piled up halfway of the height of that stove. So I'm assuming that they put this kettle on here to put humidity, moisture back in the air. But it was gnarly, so I wanted to rinse it. And that's when the sink backed up, just rinsing it. Look at these pots. What the fuck is that? You know what that is? Significant levels of iron in the water because the sediment settles and makes feathery, white feathery looking flakes. You see that in your pots? Those are Cuisinart pots. I don't like Cuisinart, but why the fuck would you do that to Cuisinart pots? You know that's the problem, and you don't say a fucking word. And I'm like wondering with the realtor, was there really an offer in the house when I walked in, or did you he knows these people? Like you knew how much they had to sell the house for in order to afford their next house, because they bought it 3 years ago for $97,000. And it went on the market without doing a single update or renovation. Not a single. They didn't even put new contact paper in the cabinets. They did nothing. And they put it on the market for $169,000. And when I went to question him on it, first thing he said was, there's already an offer in. And I shut the fuck up. I was like, you know what? I was so desperate to get a house. I fucking took it. That's on me. My favorite was so gross. Hold on. I'm getting so fucking heated. I gotta take my jacket off. I sweat and start to shake when I get upset. And now I need a beverage. I opened the bathroom cabinet. And I'm kind of sorry I threw it away. But at least I showed it to TJ before I did. 30 years ago, it was sort of normal to have the ceramic bathroom cup on a holder that the whole house would use to rinse after they brushed their teeth. And I mean, I had one growing up. That bitch went through the dishwasher. We cleaned it. This was hanging inside a cabinet. And I cleaned most of it. But, hold on. Do you see the toothpaste all over this? Well, the toothpaste went all down the fucking cabinet. There's still remnants of it. I have to get this off. The cup, the toothpaste on the inside, running down the cup on the outside. And in the bottom of the cup were chunks of buildup of toothpaste spit that just backwash. And I know a lot of this is on me because I'm not an asshole when I go looking at a house. I don't want to go through people's shit. I know people that go in and meticulously go through everything, and maybe I should have. I take full responsibility of my part. But there are some things that no matter what, I just wouldn't have known. Apparently I rated high enough with the cable company that they FedEx me the router and the internet, and I can't get it hooked up. TJ can't get it hooked up because I have to connect the coaxial cable that they ripped out of the wall before they left. And it won't make a proper connection. Oh, and by the way, the fuck is all this? Why is that sticking out? Why is there a hole down there? Why does that have no plate? What do you got? What the fuck is going on over here? Please, there was an entertainment center there. How the fuck was I going to see that? So I'm gonna run new cable. This is costing me. The kitchen. Here's the funny part. I'll get into fun stuff in a minute. Please just let me rant. Nobody else wants to. Well, nobody else. I don't have anybody else to rant to. The kitchen is so dysfunctional and a mess. Oh, and by the way, it looks better. It looks better. It was boxes everywhere. I've actually gotten a bit done. So I took the bench out, that corner bench that they left behind for me. I don't even know that I'm going to make use of the kitchen table. The problem with this kitchen, this big, huge kitchen, is the function of it, or the lack of function. I have said so many times when it comes to tools, vacuums, all that stuff, when a company changes or designs something, the people that change it or design it should have to use it. Because if they don't, I'm like, what were they thinking when they did this? They don't use it. Well, whoever designed this kitchen obviously either never set foot in the kitchen other than to eat, or has no idea what kitchen function is. This countertop is 14 feet long. It's a pretty big kitchen. There's nothing over here but a shelf. The fridge is built in. Whatever. Here's the deal. I have 24 inches of counter space with a toaster oven. Then I have a cooktop. Then I have 24 inches of counter space with a fucking steak knife set and a paper towel holder. Now, maybe I don't need that big of a steak knife set, but I have it and I'm not getting rid of it. Then I have a 30-inch sink. And then I have about 48 inches, not even, this is 3 feet. 3 feet of countertop. Where do I do food prep? My coffee pot's over there. This I want to have come out so I can put a hood in. I hate these things. It's loud. It's awful. I hate it. The cabinet and the microwave are coming out because I have a hood and I want to show it to you. Where am I supposed to do food prep? It's not like I have a shit ton of stuff. Steak knife set, paper towel holder, toaster oven, and coffee pot. There's no countertop. So, instead of leaving that bench there, first of all, that wall has to come out because there's not enough room for the pool table, and I'm taking it out. Here, the problem with it is I'm going to have to rerun wires because, believe it or not, underneath this is for the outside lights in the backyard instead of by the door, and you have to turn it down to turn it on and up to turn it off. This one is for the laundry room. Up is off, down is on. Why is this not over there? This one is for the pool, is the light over the pool table. And you have to turn it up for off and down for on. So you got 2 up and 1 down. So this, I may have to do something with it depending on where the wires run. But it's coming out. I think I have to put an island in. If I don't put an island in, because I don't need a dining room, I believe this is actually the dining room. I don't think it's a living room. I think it's a dining room based on the fixture. But anyhow, anyone can always convert whatever room they want. Just because I make that a game room doesn't mean someone can't make it a dining room. So I don't have to have a big kitchen table. But I'm either going to put an island in, which I don't really want to do with the seating because I don't want stools. But either way, I think what I'd like to do is run cabinets along this wall with additional countertop, even uppers. This thing's just useless. I don't know. But I can still put a table in this area because there's plenty of room. So, and this is a decent sized table. It'll seat 6. So if I put this table here, I can still have cabinets. I just have to move some things. But it's not going to be as simple. It's not going to be as simple as I originally thought. Because there's just no function. It doesn't matter if I have company. I still have to cut up lettuce for a salad, cut up fruit. But what I did do... Oh, hi, Taylor. Taylor, you have to stay outside. She's like a child. She just wants to come in. I'll show you outside. I put my sectional set in the corner so it goes both ways. I want to move the wood over here, and I'll show you in a second. Look at all this wood. I don't know why somebody would want to walk all the way over here to get wood so that they can carry it back around here and through this door. So I'm not going to use this section quite as much. And I don't know why this grate is here, but there's nothing under it. So I'm going to stack all of the wood all here. They left this behind. They left this behind. They left this behind. They left this behind. Do you think I want your mop? No, I don't want your mop. I have too many kitchen tables now. I might give one back to TJ. I put this out here last night because there's plenty of room to have this here. This is a really big porch. It's big. So I sat out here with Taylor last night. I'm going to show you. I put the kitchen bench out here. It's completely protected. It's also a piece of shit. It's like press board. So it was like that. I didn't break it. There's plenty of coverage. So I think I'm going to take an extra kitchen table that I have and put it out here instead of just having patio furniture. There's so much space out here. We'll have to eat dinner outside because there's no room to eat dinner in the huge kitchen. There's the door to the stairs. That's not going back up. And I had to change out that tile. Look at the iron on the wall. I might have to make a separate video because now I realize I'm like fucking ranting and I haven't even told you about the DIY stuff. But at least I can tell you, these are the things I have to fix. So I'm going to painting the cabinets, and this, I think it's going to get spray painted because I found a new spray paint, and it's not from Rust-Oleum, it's from Behr. That's called Chalked, and it's called Surf. I love this color. My new obsession, instead of shiny glossy things, is this chalked color. I painted an ashtray with it the other day, and I love it so much that I really could see the countertop, the cabinets looking really nice in this color. Ugh. Look at this. Let me take it outside. I love the color, and I love that flat. It's not just a flat finish. It has a powdered finish. It's chalked. I think I'm going to do the cabinets. I'm going to do the cabinets from Bear. So I guess I'll just go over the list of things I'm going to do. And I'll show you some of the tile. I started opening boxes in the garage, and that's where I just had a fit when I saw my boxes piled up on boxes that didn't belong there. Oh, gosh. Door doesn't work. Yeah, that's going to break at some point. This is the tile for the kitchen. You can't put an undermount sink with laminate countertops because of the water issue. When you cut the laminate countertop, there's no way to waterproof the edging around it. And laminate countertops are like press board. It's like glue and sawdust to make them. They blow up like a tampon when they get wet. So the countertop will get warped and shit, which is why I did the epoxy around the sink in the last house, and I am not fucking with the contact paper and the epoxy this time. So I'm gonna route around the sink where I can put Wonderboard down, put the tile in so it's flush with the existing countertop, and then I have trim tile that I'm gonna cut to go around the interior of the countertop so that it's grouted and waterproof. This is the tile. I can't even get this open. I think I paid more money for the packaging than I did. It took me like 10 minutes to cut this off. This is the tile for the shower. This is from Marola. I love Marola tile. It's not cheap though. Clay tile, Spanish tile. This is what's going. It's very similar to the tile that was in my last bathroom, but it's more of like a greenish patina color than like blue or turquoise. It's more neutral. This is the tile that was in the last bathroom. I took the extra pieces because I'd like to use this in the game room around the wood stove. I can retile that because the game room is going to be like an Americana theme, and that's really blue. So the red, white, and blue and Americana theme will go with that tile. And that outdated, ugly tile around the wood stove will look much prettier with that blue tile over there. So the pattern is pretty similar, but the colors are different. And then I have a beautiful subway tile in the bathroom. They come on the sheets. I was telling you guys about it in the last bathroom video. It's called Sea Glass. It was $11 a sheet, and I got it on clearance for $3. I found a box of stick-on tile, backsplash. Now, they have a white backsplash tile behind above the countertop, behind the, like the stove and the microwave. It doesn't even go across the whole, they stopped. I found the box. It was like, okay, did you try to do a quick update before you sold the house? There's stick-on fucking tiles, and they didn't even finish. They left the box like I was going to put that shit up. And wait till you see how this tile is packaged. I want to make a quick side note. Because when I did the bathroom in the basement with the macerator toilet, the plumber kept like saying, he doesn't go to Home Depot. I get it. A lot of contractors don't. Because it's not the same quality. Like the John Deere tractor that you buy from Lowe's isn't the same as the John Deere tractor that you buy from John Deere. Home Depot has that stuff. They just don't sell it in the store. And it costs what it fucking costs elsewhere. They don't carry that in the store. They don't carry that in the store. They don't carry this in the store. The shit you buy in the store, you buy a case, guaranteed 2 or 3 of them are broken. Wait until you see what I have to do to get this box open. I'm going to show you. This is just the foam packaging. This is the only thing that's been cutting this thing apart. I've had to cut 2 sides apart like that already. Shit. Keep sliding the blades back in. I've cut every side multiple times, and I still can't get this off, so I'm going to flip it over. Holy shit. I flipped it back over because I still can't get it open. I think I've cleared enough of it that I can tear it at this point. That's just the foam. Have you seen anything in Home Depot that's packaged like that? Oh, this is more bathroom tile. I thought it was going to be backsplash. You could drop that shit from a fucking plane. It probably won't break. All right, this one was a little easier. So, must be a different company. This isn't Marola. Oh my gosh, it's the fucking backsplash tile. It is stunning. It is stunning. Oh my gosh, wait till you see this. I'm finally in a good mood. Oh no! Are you fuck? Because they didn't pack it the same way as the other one. I can't fucking believe that. This is so fucking beautiful. Look at that shine. It looks like copper. It is Spanish clay tile. It is gorgeous. It was really, really fucking expensive. And I don't know that I got enough of it because I was not getting the extra 10%. It's only sold by the case. But the fact that this piece is broken, I'm going back to Home Depot. They're going to get me one fucking tile because it said inspected on the fucking box. Inspected, wrapped, and there's a broken tile. And it's on video, me opening it, so they know I didn't lie. There's another one broken. I just looked. Look. Oh my gosh. Oh. Are there others? I don't think so, but that doesn't mean the corners aren't chipped. I'm going to have to take them all out. This is just not packed the same way this one is. I was so happy for a split second, and then wham! No, you're not allowed to enjoy yourself. How can we jam a wrench in the wheels? You can give me broken $200 a case tile. This one has a fucking hole in the box, and I know it's got to be tile because of I see that foam. That's the dishwasher. I hope that's okay. What the hell is this? Oh, I gotta cut this fucking foam again. Oh, stupid. U-Line is just the boxing company. I got confused with the dishwasher, which is Z-Line. So it's probably tile. It's only 8x8 tile. I think it's 60 pounds a box. It is so thick. I got 5 cases from Marola, and all 5 appear to be unbroken. I got 1 case from the other company, and the 1 case was broken. So I guess there's something to be said for having all that fucking packing. This is so fucking cool. You have to see this dishwasher. And I'm not going to get happy because there better not be anything wrong with it. This is a hammered copper dishwasher. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. This is the door to my dishwasher. Oh my. That is fucking gorgeous. I'm going to tell you I'm broke. I really am broke now because that was not cheap either. And all I have is, I think, my hood and my sink. I'm not going to open them right now. This is the hood. It looks like that. It's also hammered copper. Got the 33-inch hammered copper farm sink with the apron front. Those are the projects that I'm going to be working on. So I guess this is just it's an intro video on all the shit that's to be coming, and an eventing video. So that's what I got going on. I was going to paint today. I can't find my Sidekick, my Wagner Sidekick automatic paint roller. I took today off from work because my clients are out of town and won't be back till tomorrow night. And I'm going to try to cram the job in one day. And I thought I would get so much done today, and I haven't gotten a fucking thing done. What time is it? It's almost 12:30. I'm getting that thing done. Not because of the video, because every time I try to do something, I have to do something else first. But we're going to have tiling DIY. We're going to have drywall repair. Like this one tiny shelf. They left all their shelves. Like, who made these? I'm not even going to get started. I'm not even going to get started on the shit they left in that barn. There's just, I could probably fill a half of a small dumpster. And it's going to cost me money to get rid of it. So yeah, thanks for your $50 gift card, your bottle of wine. You could have kept it and just cleaned your shit out. Anyway, questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. There are going to be some really, really cool and interesting DIY and tool review videos coming up probably within the next week. Doesn't mean I'll post them that fast, though. Have a great day.